You know, sometimes I really like my physical cables, but I'd say probably 90% of the time I'm a wireless guy. Well, today I've got another one for you to look at. This one comes from SWIFF Audio, SWIFF Tech, however you want to pronounce it. This is a nice, very small, 100-foot range wireless audio system. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and the SWIFF Audio WT09 is it's a nice little wireless system, very small and compact as you can see. Comes with a little case and some other stuff. It does use frequency hopping, so it's not one of these where you're going to be changing the channel for yourself. It does an intelligent frequency hopping to always have, there's zero setup basically. You turn them on and they're ready to go. I haven't used them in a setting with other people using wireless, so I can't attest to that. But they work really well, and today we're going to take them out for a 100-foot range test. But first, we're going to show you everything that's inside the box and tell you about the specs. Yeah, it's actually really well packed. It's the wireless transceiver set WT09A, electric for passive electric guitars, SWIFF Audio. Got some specs here in the back. Operating time, approximately 4 hours. Charging time, approximately 2 hours. So you can get about 4 hours out of these things. I haven't pushed it to 4 hours yet, so I couldn't testify to that. Frequency band is 2.4 gigahertz, and it does use lithium-ion batteries in it. Inside that box, you're going to get this little wrist strap, which I haven't even opened up yet. Little wrist strap, and this can connect to the case right here. Just go ahead and stick it on there. There we go. You also get a USB-C cable in here. Well, it's two USB-C to one standard, and that way you can plug them both in at the same time to charge them. You get the main manual, and then there's another manual with a bunch of different languages in it. You get the little case, and you get your wireless units. The little case is magnetized, and it's held together pretty tightly. You really gotta kind of push it apart. And then these come out of there. You can put that aside. So here they are, they're really small. One thing that people might not like is that they do have a big colored band around them. And those colors are actually helpful. They'll tell you if your levels are too low and some other stuff, which I'll go over here in the manual in just a little bit. It's pretty bright in here, so you can't really see, but those are nice green lights that are on there. These can bend. Just like that. It's kind of difficult to see, but on this one it says RX, that's receiver, and then on this one, where is it? There you go. You got a little picture of a guitar on there, and it says TX, which is transmitter. Now, if you push the button once, you'll get a battery indicator, so these are full. And then when you turn these on, they scan the environment to find the best wireless signal for these two pieces together. There isn't really a way to change channels on these and stuff, so that's an interesting thing. I guess you just kind of got to rely on the fact that it's going to do it correctly, right? And then you've got your USB right there, and that is sealed up. So yeah, it says right in the manual, purpose-built for passive pickups, designed specifically for electric guitars, basses, and instruments equipped with passive pickups, ensuring optimal signal integrity and full frequency response. They have a high impedance input stage, captures the complete tonal character and dynamic nuance of your playing, preserving clarity, detail, and expressive articulation. They use an ultra-low latency digital architecture. According to them, next-generation wireless processing achieves less than 4 milliseconds latency, long-range stable wireless connectivity, reliable transmission up to 100 feet line of sight. They use a premium low-noise digital audio circuit. According to them, its advanced noise-optimized design ensures a clean, quiet foundation with minimal hiss, ideal for high-gain tones and professional monitoring environments. We're going to be testing it with some high-gain tones, and it has an RGB indicator system, LQI, and audio level. So the transmitter will use this light to indicate if your audio level is low when you're plugged in. So it'll be green, yellow, or red. And there's an example of that right there. And then the receiver has an LQI indicator. That is the link quality indicator. So anywhere from the spectrum of green to red, there's an example of that. Well, let's do this. Let's take it outside and do a little range test. All right, we're out here at one of my favorite places to do a range test. This pier right here is 430 feet. Unfortunately, right now, I've done them all the way to the end of this, but unfortunately right now they've got it cut off, but now I know exactly how long that cutoff is. They're doing maintenance. So the cutoff is at 120 feet. This claims to do 100 feet, that's line of sight. You gotta remember that this has to be in view of, line of sight of the receiver, which I've got sitting right back there on a bench on top of a Spark mini amp. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and walk on down here. So. No cutout so far, and I'm going to say, I don't know, the amp is actually further back than my camera right now, so probably a good 50, 60 feet. So there we go. That's typically what you're going to be doing when you're using something like this. You're not going to be, well, unless you go out in the crowd or something like that. All right, getting a little bit of latency at this point right now, and I'm probably, I don't know, 120 feet from where the camera is to that, and add on another 5, 10 feet. So there we go. All right, when I turn my back, I think I heard a little bit of cutout there. So again, line of sight. And there is a piling that's between me and that amplifier. It was just, the bench was, you know, no way to do it otherwise. Okay, we're all the way here at the end with the closed for maintenance sign, and that is definitely 120 feet from where the camera is. And again, add on another 10 feet. Man, I tell you what, I love this guitar. This is my EVH Wolfgang, and Wolfgang Special. Plays like a dream, sounds fantastic. Absolutely love it. So there we go, the WT09 from SWIFF Audio. I'll put a link down in the description where you can find it on Amazon. It is my Amazon store link, so yeah, use that. It always helps the channel, so consider that. They actually work quite well, and they're very small compared to that. Yeah, this is your basic size for other wireless transmitters and receivers. That is definitely smaller. Some people might not like that green light on there. I don't know that there's a way to turn that off, so that's something to keep in mind. But I will tell you that it's perfect for guitars like, say, the Strandberg, and here's what it looks like plugged into there, because some of these guitars are a little bit more difficult to fit these things in. Also for Stratocaster, check it out, just slides right into that top-mounted output jack and looks pretty great. So whether you have a guitar that has a unique place for its output jack or something like that, or you just want something nice and small and compact, they work really well. Got up to at least 120 feet. I know that from where the pier is, you know, from where the pier starts, past the gazebo where my camera was, is 120 feet to that sign there. And the receiver was actually another 10 or 20 feet behind that. So, hey, that's at least 100 feet. Not bad. In my experience, tone-wise, no change to the tone at all. I don't get any hiss or anything like that, so they work really well for that. Maybe you have a small studio and you've got plenty of cables everywhere else. You just don't want to have another one with your guitar and wherever you've got it plugged into. Something like this might be really good. It's nice and clear. Like I said, I'll put my link down in the description so you can check it out for yourself. SWIFF Audio and the WT09 wireless system. Just keep in mind that this is made for passive pickups, not active pickups. My question for you is, do you use wireless systems? Which one do you use? Which one do you like the most? And do you spend over $100 on them? Because you can find them on Amazon for pretty cheap. You usually get what you pay for though. Let me know that down in the comments, and I just want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions. Always very important to my channel. So if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and notification bell. If you click both of those, you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. I'm just very humbled by your support of this channel. I very much appreciate it. And that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.